thing.
104.1 KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the CSU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, featuring Special K and Sam.
All right, it is going to be about 40 minutes before you have a chance to score the Summer of 2020 live. We've been hooking you up with all kinds of experiences to kick off the summer here on KRBE, and this chance is for you to see Kesha at the Cynthia Wisminster Pavilion, paired with a pair of tickets to RuPaul's Drag Race, Work the World Tour 2025 at Smart Financial. Also included in that are 4 passes to the Pride Houston Festival. So 7:40 this morning, you have a chance to win all that.
It's time for Revenge.
For the truly wronged, sometimes all you have left is revenge.
On the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Righty, parental discretion is advised. Sometimes it can get pretty heated.
Well, it all depends on what caused you to seek the revenge. You contact Eric at Producer Eric. You can direct message him or go to krbe.com and you tell us what happened where you got messed with. So you got them back, but they don't know you got them back until we get them on the air and tell them. And then we don't even know how you got them back. You just tell all of us at the same time. Sarah reached out. Let's get her story. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
Hey, Sarah. Morning. So why you on revenge? Who are you getting payback on?
I would like to get revenge on my soon-to-be ex, Larry.
Uh-oh. Soon to be ex means he's done something wrong. What'd he do?
Oh, he has. So we've been together for about a year. We don't live together. But for the last 6 weeks, I've noticed some behavior. He's like not a fancy guy. He's like meat and potatoes, down to earth, right? But I noticed recently he started wearing cologne, but I don't think it's for me. And I was at his place and he had parked me in and I need to run down to the convenience store for something. So I just grabbed his keys, took his car. In the passenger seat, I find this bag full of cologne, fancy, silky new boxer shorts, fancy shoes, like things he does not wear for me.
Like a shopping bag that was brand new and bought, or like a duffel bag where he owns these items and they were just in a duffel bag?
They're new. There's receipts with them. It's not like plastic shopping bag. It was like a nice.
I don't know, like a tote bag or something.
So he's got new fancy clothes, and that means he's cheating?
Well, yes, silky underwear. That's a classic roses right there. Cologne.
Well, maybe he's bought
going
it
to
for
the
her.
gym.
I had that thought. I was like, maybe I'm getting a fun, fancy date surprise. That never materialized.
No.
Okay, so this might sound a little bad, but I got like this tracking app and added it to his phone. And
Might sound a little bad.
Okay.
That you're tracking your boyfriend.
You
He doesn't know
installed
it?
something on his phone. Okay.
I was justified. I saw something on his phone. He's got WhatsApp, which like, why do you even need that unless you're like a drug dealer or being shady?
That's not true. I have WhatsApp.
I have WhatsApp, but the only time I've ever used it is when I'm overseas and you can't make
I
a
think
phone
you got
call.
family members there.
No, he's using it all the time. And I can see that he's texting women and sending pictures and everything. So he's soon to be the ex. I can tell that he's cheating on me.
Okay, so you have not confronted Larry on your findings. You've not confronted Larry that you think he's cheating on you. You don't have any confirmation from him, nor does he even know that you are on the trail of knowing this information, right?
Correct. He did not spend the night with me last night, and I may have done a little something.
Uh-oh.
Eric, do you know what she's done?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I'm staying quiet.
If that's all we need to know so far, we have Larry standing by, but he can't hear what you told us. All right, hold on. Hi, Larry. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Thanks for standing by and joining us today.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
Are you
Larry.
all right? Are you okay?
You sound like you just woke up.
Got a little frog in my throat this morning. I'm not 100%.
Hey, Larry, we've got your girlfriend on the phone right now. That would be Sarah. Sarah, you want to say hi?
Hi, babe. How are you this morning?
What the hell?
How was your date last night?
Date last
It wasn't
night?
with me.
It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything romantic. Trust me. Nothing really happened.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I met somebody, but
Wait a second.
So
You're
you're
not supposed to
calling
be
it a
going
date?
on dates when you're in a relationship,
The
dude.
answer is I didn't go on a date last night.
No.
You met somebody.
it wasn't a date. There was no romantic inklings or none of that kind of stuff going on.
If you're meeting somebody else and your girlfriend doesn't know, was this person a female or male?
It was a female, but it was a friend.
I have been tracking your phone.
You what?
I have been tracking your phone for the last several weeks.
Wait,
I
you've been tracking
know
my
about all the
phone?
other dates that you've been on.
You've been
And
smacking my
I know.
phone. What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with me? I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called gaslighting.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
I was justified, turns out.
Can we just reset for a second here? Because I know there's a lot of questions. So Larry and Sarah are on the phone with us here on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. They've been dating for a year. Sarah had suspicions about your behavior, Larry. She put a tracker on your phone. She saw that you had some sort of a date last night. What did you see on the plans, Sarah? How did you see he had a date? Where was he? What did you see? Tell us what you know.
Yeah,
I
tell us
know
what
that he
you
was
know.
meeting up with this girl that he's been texting back and forth with finally. This was their first date. And it was certainly set up as a date. But I just want to know how it went.
We're all adults here. We're allowed to go out with other people. I'm not seeing anyone, but I did meet somebody. I have talked to people on the phone. But there's nothing going on. It's innocent. I'm not cheating on you, and there's none of that.
So what about your new
But you're
cologne
sitting here-
and your fancy new underwear and your fancy new outfits that I never get to see? They're not for me.
It's called reinvention. I'm trying to change some things about myself. I would think you would like
Yeah,
that.
and I don't get any of that reinvention. Nope, that's not coming to me.
All right, Sarah, he's not going to admit anything.
Tell Roula and Ryan, since I already know. Tell.
What we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wanted to see how his date went because I dusted the interior of his fancy new undies with ghost pepper powder.
Ghost pepper powder?
Oh, my God. You put ghost pepper powder?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and it was like that fancy underwear with like I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, like the sack sling, so I just put it in there. You know?
So you had
I've
little ants in
never
your
seen
pants.
those.
I've never tried that.
Not now.
No.
Supposed to keep you nice and dry. Well, I don't know if it caught you on fire, but that was what I was hoping for.
Oh my God! I cannot. I was an hour and a half late for this meeting.
Oh,
because
he
I
almost
did-
said date.
Yeah.
He almost said date.
You were an hour and a half late for your date and she still stuck around?
Oh my God! You put.
Yeah, that's.
Ah,
Oh, I see that you lived through the experience, though.
You're telling us, Larry, that you did not have a date last night, but it was a female person that you've been talking to online that Sarah knows about because she put investigative surveillance on your phone. But it's not romantic. You did nothing wrong. She put ghost pepper powder in your underwear that then you put on.
Yeah,
got
new underwear that
burned
she's
by
never
it.
seen
Yeah,
before.
why would he be wearing if it's just a meeting, which he almost said date? Why would you be wearing fancy underwear?
And then you're mad you were late for it because of your rash.
He's not even there. He hung up.
Oh my
He's
God.
Want me
gone.
to call him
Sarah?
back? Sarah, want me to call him back?
I mean, I think I have the amount of information that I need. He is defensive, but I know it was a date.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think we
Yeah.
can call him back.
Like Ryan said, he about said date, meeting.
Yeah.
Meeting.
You got new underwear on? You don't do that.
Meeting.
No.
This is one of those things where I saw it coming, but I just wanted a little bit of my own back.
And although he hung up, you didn't officially get to break up with him on the show, but it's all implied. You guys are done.
We can make an announcement.
Go ahead. Do it right now. Everybody's listening. Should we get the trumpet out?
Larry, we are officially donesies. You go off with your hot chili ass and find somebody else.
Okay, well, listen, I guess that's quite the way to announce the breakup, and it lives forever on podcast. So in case he missed it, you want to replay it for him. You can just replay it over and over
Oh
again.
my gosh, yeah.
Okay, listen, Sarah, I wish you well. I'm sorry that happened to you, but hey, you did your own sleuthing. You didn't need roses. You had your own, then you got your revenge. Thanks for listening to our show.
I love you guys. Thank you for helping me break up with this jerk face.
Good thing you didn't live with him.
Jerk
It's a clean
face.
break. You don't have to go move your stuff out because
Yep.
you don't live together. So
Yeah.
on to the
Yeah,
next.
That's great. Thank you guys so much.
All right, you take care.
Take care.
I don't understand why some people don't realize that when you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be going out on dates with other people.
Well, I just, I
I
always say
think
to
that's
our
pretty much a
single-
given.
To our single friends here on the Roula and Ryan show with Eric, we know it's a brutal thing out there to be single on these apps because everyone's a liar, apparently. There are married men all over the place. Maybe some married women, but we hear more from the ladies who say, this guy's married. And he's like, oh, yeah, but we're going through some stuff. No, you're married. I'm here to find someone who's not married.
That's
not looking very much.
That's the
so I
worst.
can marry them.
That's the classic line that all these guys, I'm going through a rough patch.
No, it's just like,
God,
oh, or
give
no.
me a break.
No,
If it's
I
a
don't
rough
think it's the
patch,
rough
then why would I
patch.
sleep with you? Or
Yes. I think it's the fake separation.
Yeah,
like,
the
well,
fake
we're
separation.
separated,
Oh,
so we're
yeah.
dating, but we're not officially divorced. Okay.
'Cause I would date you if you said you're going through a rough patch. I'd be like, well, then,
Yeah.
that means you're just going through a patch. You're going to get back with them.
Right.
But if you're saying, no, we're done. Oh, you divorced? No, we're working. Have you filed? Oh, no, we're about to. Yeah, right.
Wouldn't
Run.
you feel like somebody
Run,
who's
run,
also
run.
going through a possible divorce, that's their match? Like, if you're just a single girl, you're 25 years old, and you come across a 29-year-old guy who says, oh, yeah, I'm on here because I'm separated, but we're not divorced. She should run away.
Yes.
But if you're a 25-year-old somebody and you've met somebody, it doesn't matter the age anymore. But if you're somebody who's separated but not divorced yet and allowed to go out there and seek people, you need to find somebody in the same boat because y'all will believe each other and you are living the same life.
Yep.
Right? Because I feel like there are probably people out there who are on their way to divorce. They know it's over, but the other person's dragging it out. Can't that happen?
It can happen, but I think
with
9 times out of 10.
people.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, rich people, it
They're
could
fighting
take
over
years.
They're fighting over
Look at
stuff.
Brad Pitt and Angelina. I mean, that took 7 years?
Normal people, I think you can do it. Like, I did mine in 3 months.
Because y'all just find over debt, you said.
Yeah.
Sometimes, though, it can be mean. Like, I think mine dragged out for close to a year.
Yeah, but I said rich people.
I'm
I
not
thought
a rich person. I certainly wasn't after that.
She was.
If you want to be on revenge, go to krve.com or reach out to Eric in the DMs on Instagram at producer Eric. Coming up next, working 50-plus hours a week is not uncommon in the United States of America. Depending on the kind of job you have, working 50-plus hours a week is not uncommon. And this is happening to you if you are in that space. If you have that kind of job where you're working 50-plus. I've heard people say, I work 60 to 70 hours a week. I don't think you're going to be happy about what we found.
Uh-oh.
We'll talk about that next and more as we go around the table on KRVE. If you are working 50-plus hours a week, as so many Americans do, it turns out in a new study that it literally is breaking your brain. It is changing the structure of your brain. So there was a research study done. They scanned the brains of 110 healthcare workers because in that field, you are more likely to be working those hours than anything else. And they split the workers into 2 categories, the overworked workers and the not overworked workers. They defined the overworked workers as people who worked 52-plus hours a week or more. Okay, right? So working that much can cause significant changes in parts of your brain associated with emotional regulation and executive function. It messes with your decision-making skills. It causes you to get emotional or flat the handle a lot. And it affects your memory and your attention span.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So being overworked for years on end is not really great for your mental health, especially if you work through weekends and never take a vacation. Do not skip your vacation because you're guilty. You're like, it's fine. I'll just pack it up and blah, blah, blah. If it doesn't roll over, take it. If you don't use it, you lose it. Take the vacation.
Does anybody have a job where it rolls over? A vacation?
No, I don't think that
I
exists.
don't know. What kind of,
Not
maybe
in
a small
2025.
mom and pop shops, maybe.
Back in the day, they used to.
Yeah. But, I mean, you should, even if you have nowhere to go, you should just take the vacation day just to stay home and do nothing. Yeah. Go to Marshall's and aimlessly stare at things for hours.
I think
and hours.
people are beginning to realize that the mind and the body, are so tied together. That your mental state
Who's
and
the
your
singer
physical.
that said that? My mind's telling me no.
Oh, yeah. Who
But
was
my
that?
body.
Saying yes.
My body.
Right at the tip of my tongue.
That's going to drive me nuts.
Is that like a 70s song?
No, it's like a 90s.
Yeah, it was, oh my
My
God.
mind's telling me no.
But my body.
I don't know who is that. It's like a rock song because he starts
it's
out like
it's
that.
R&B.
R&B.
R. Kelly.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
Was it? Oh, well,
I'm
his
in
mind,
jail.
his mind was telling him no for a reason. But he wouldn't let
reminded
his
me of
body
that. Have you
listen to his
seen the
mind.
new Police Squad trailer with Liam Neeson?
Or Naked Gun.
Naked Gun. Naked Gun. Yeah,
Police
yeah.
Squad. What the hell's that?
That was the original show that Naked Gun spun off of.
Okay, boomer.
Sorry, not a boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Anyhow, they're all in the hall of the police squad building, and they're looking at their dads, like Frank Drebin Sr. They're all looking up at their fathers, and then one guy's looking up, and there's OJ. And he's like, oops.
Looks at the camera's like,
Yeah, it's really funny. You should check it out. Okay, so I wanted to ask you guys if anybody has been through something like this. Instagram, obviously, anytime you post a picture or do anything, they basically own your photo now. So the other
we've
day,
known that for a while, have we not?
Sucks.
Same
Yeah.
thing with Facebook. Same thing with
You send that
TikTok.
accept thing?
Yeah, you accept the terms. They own everything you're posting.
the other day it was the weirdest thing. So I'm scrolling, and I see these ads all the time where they have turn your old photos into a film, or they make like an old picture.
And they make a move and like they
Move,
kiss.
they
like
smile, yeah.
Two people like in World War II.
Yeah. So years ago, I mean, my daughter Faith was maybe 2 or 3, and I had a really cute picture. It's like one of my all-time favorite pictures of her where I'm giving her a horsey back ride. She's on my back, and that smile is just so precious. And I'm bending over, and I'm like, looks like I'm wincing in pain. You know, I'm hamming it up for the photo. And all of a sudden, that ad came up, and I'm like, oh my God, that's the picture.
No way.
And then it was Faith, and then I zoomed in a little bit. It wasn't my face. They airbrushed my face out and put a more handsome man in.
AI?
I'm like, yes. I'm just
Did you
like,
screenshot it by any chance? Or was
I
it too...
didn't have time to scroll. I will go back. I know where it's at. I'll go back.
What's the
But oh
advertisement?
my God, it was for one of those bring your photos to life ads. And so there it is, Faith getting a horsey back ride. But they took out my face and put a handsome man's face in. I'm just like, because she's so adorable. I clearly am not.
They took it off.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, that hurts my feelings.
And that's
like
just
I'm
when
so
you had,
ugly.
And that's just when you had tried to do a sample of the bring your picture to life thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
like I'm
interesting.
scrolling. I'm like, wait a second, that's not me.
Hey, by the way, we were talking about take your vacation. Look at this text at 37530. This person said they've accrued 300 hours of vacation time they haven't taken. What are you waiting for? That's 12 and a half days of vacation.
Unless they pay you for it.
Take your vacation.
Do they do that? Can they pay you for that?
This person says it rolls over. I accrue vacation time with every paycheck. I have 300 hours
Nice.
accrued. Take your vacation.
Ours certainly does not.
Take your vacation. Just take it. I don't care if
No.
you sleep in. That's vacation.
I like to share facts once in a while, like did you know stuff. I don't go deep. I just, it's kind of like the news. Get the headlines.
You almost need like an announcer. Did you know?
Like this one. The average man has cried in public 14 times in their adult life.
The average
Man.
okay.
Their fathers cried only 5 times in their lives.
Yeah, I can
So-
see that.
That's, I don't remember seeing my dad.
we-
In public,
we're
not
less
crying
guarded.
alone in your car or in the
I don't think I've
bathroom.
ever cried in public, though. Like,
I've cried in public
Like
maybe
here.
like
Here you
they
cry.
said 5 times.
I cry here on the show.
That's
Yeah.
public.
I guess it is public then.
Yeah.
Oh, only a couple million people.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel like in the,
That's public.
I-
Are you thinking like you're sitting on a park bench
Yeah, I'm at the
somewhere in public
Galleria
and
and
you're
I'm just
just talking to
crying.
yourself?
yeah. I'm
No,
trying to
that's
think.
interesting. 15 times for men now?
But that's
Yeah,
the beauty,
Our
Eric.
dads were only 4 or 5 times.
Oh, yeah.
because they
were
locked
so
it up.
stoic. They
To
didn't
lock it
show
up.
emotion.
They were allowed to have emotion.
Speaking of crying, the first wrinkle has made 28% of women cry. Notice that.
Oh,
first
noticing
wrinkle.
their first, like a crow's feet.
Not with Botox, though. You guys can get that
Time
out.
to get rid of that.
When do people get Botox?
Some girls do it really,
Well, remember
really
we had
young
those interns
as
that
a
were doing it
preventative
like at
thing.
23?
Preventative.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People do
We
it
had
in
those
their early
interns
20s.
doing it way young, and I wonder where those interns are now
But they
because
don't
they
even
were
have
23
wrinkles.
at the time. They said, "Oh well, if you Botox your face up, then you will never have wrinkles because you never make the faces."
But then by the time you take that juice out, won't your skin just go
I can't
like
even
a-
It
imagine.
wears off.
like a deflated balloon?
We'll have
No,
to
you're
ask
thinking that it's stretching the skin out, but I think
It's not.
what Ahmad
If you're
said
doing
is
it
correct.
since age 20?
No, I
we
think
had
it
an
plumps
intern
it.
that was 22, and
That's
she
what
was
I'm saying.
Botoxing.
I wonder
I
what she
want to know what
looks
she looks
like
like now. Yeah, because it's been at least 15 years since she was our intern. She's got to be almost 40.
This one, a new survey found the number one thing that people want in their dream home. What do you guys think it is? The number
Double
one thing.
dishwashers, 2
Ooh.
laundry rooms,
Who has double dishwasher?
That would be
double
cool, though.
Well,
dishwashers.
if I did that,
Who
you
needs
guys would be
double
like,
dishwasher?
You guys would say I was bougie as
No,
all.
hell no.
Why would you need
double
2 dishwashers?
That's bougie.
Because if you have a big house, that means you're always entertaining. How much does it suck when you go to the dishwasher? Like, oh, the dishwasher's full.
I mean, I'd like to have that, but
Double dishwashers. That should be a standard in home building.
no.
Yes. If you're building a big house, you're going to always host the parties.
Brian, what's your guess?
Most important thing? Oh, Lord.
The number one thing people want in their dream home. So you're thinking of a dream home. What is that one thing that you just have to have?
Huge TV.
Pickleball court.
Ooh, oh yeah, pickleball court would be cool. It is a bathroom in every bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Like no Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just your own personal full bathroom
Yeah,
with a shower and a toilet or a tub and a toilet.
in your room.
I kind
You
of
don't
feel
wanna go
like
in
in
the
the
hall.
last 10 years they've been doing that, though. A lot of houses have that in the last 10 years.
I've noticed that a lot more.
If you've bought a house that's minimum 10 years old, you probably have a bathroom in every bedroom. But
I
if they're
would-
older houses, they don't have that.
I would say in the master or what do you call primary now?
Primary.
Mm-hmm.
I would put 2 toilets in there. I think that'd be cool. His and her toilet.
Oh,
Yeah.
like 2 little water
2 dishwashers
closets.
are going to happen before that
Not
happens.
toilets
Yeah.
sitting side by side.
No, 2 different water closets.
Okay.
Roula, now I'm going to look for a house with 2 dishwashers.
I'm telling you.
Oh, you can just
it's
take something
amazing.
out, though. You can just take out
No.
You can take one out.
cupboards and
Oh,
put another.
yeah.
It's by the sink or
Then
something.
you're
When I built
sacrificing
the
cupboard
house that
space.
was killing us, that house I had to sell because the stupid builder, Rob McCracken, doesn't know how to build houses at McCullum Custom Homes, whatever. I had 2 dishwashers, and it was my dream. I loved it so
It sounds
much.
perfect.
Because it was great. We have a huge family, and every time we have people out, I want to. That sucks, man. I don't care who you are. If there's 2 people in your house or 10, the dishwasher's full.
Yeah, but you're an anomaly.
Yeah.
You got like 20 people in your family.
Yeah. Like I don't have.
I only have 5
dinner parties.
rotating on the average.
But it seems like you always got 10 people in the house.
Even with 2 people, I feel like there's not enough real estate in the dishwasher. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you got these tumblers
You're just
now.
not
They're
doing it
taking up
right.
too much space.
True.
You need to go on YouTube and learn how to
Yeah, to stack
load
it right.
Yeah, because I can never do it right.
I'm like
Every time
that.
I do it, my wife goes, "Move! You're doing it wrong." I can show you how to fit everything in there.
It's like a Tetris game almost.
Yeah, and the last
fitting it all
one-
in there.
7% of women have dumped a guy because he complained too much. So, guys, that's almost 70% of women dumped you because you complain. So, if you complain a lot, just be careful. If you're dating, don't complain.
So the guys dumped the girl.
No, the girls dump the guy.
I'm sorry. No,
Because guys complain.
Okay, yeah.
So if you're always
that's
griping about your job, always griping about things, just think about that.
Yeah.
Because it's mentally taxing having to hear that all the time.
Does it say how far in the complainers
Nope.
get dumped?
It says 67% of women have dumped a guy because he complained too much. So just watch your complaining.
I feel like if you're going on a date and you're having bad restaurant manners, that's
Oh, yeah,
dump,
for sure.
Dump for sure.
If they treat
That-
the wait staff rudely, that is a huge red flag.
And then you're complaining,
Oh, yeah.
get the hell out of here.
I'm distracted because somebody said my math wasn't right on 300 vacation hours. I said 12 and a half days. If you put 24 hours divided by 300, that's 12 and a half days. Somebody said it's like all these other days. I go, no, isn't that right? 300 divided by 24 is 12 and a half days.
It's Tuesday. I don't like to do
Yeah,
math.
I don't know. Ask me
Yeah,
to
we
do
got a
math.
bunch of mathematicians.
It's summertime.
listening.
Yeah, that's so
Math's
I got
It's
into
close.
radio, so I didn't have to know things like that.
300 hours. If you have 300 hours accumulated vacation time, you need to sleep in.
Yeah, you need to enjoy
to
it.
sleep in. All right. Coming up next, we have a chance for you to score the summer of 2020 live. All kinds of experiences. You want to see Kesha. You want to go to RuPaul's Drag Race. You want to go to Pride Houston Festival. All of that is available for you to win next on KRBE.
From the Bell Furniture.
This is Celebrity Scoop.
On the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Randas. That was Please, Please, Please by Sabrina Carpenter, which that was a #1 hit for her. But Manchild, which we're also playing, debuted at #1. That's her first #1 debut. Sabrina's having a really great last couple of
Manchild.
I
years.
love that song. It's
Yeah.
so good.
She's
Yeah.
smart, man. Get right back out there and take your hits from last year and keep it going. Don't
But
wait
that's
2
what's
years.
really
Oh,
hard,
yeah.
though, Eric. That's the monster of music. I mean, remember when Gaga was here for the first time? The tickets for her second round were already on sale before her first show.
Yep.
And we're like, whoa, you can already buy tickets for next year's Gaga show, and we're about to have her first show now.
Well, you
and
strike-
then you get exhausted because you can't keep up with that machine.
Yeah, but
That's so hard.
You got to strike while it's hot, you know.
Well, sure, but I'm just saying, like, the differences with movie actors, we've said this many times in Scoop. Movie actors versus music stars. You are only as current as your last single. You are only as current as your current tour. But with movies, you're doing the movie for 9 months, and then you got to promote it for like 6 months, and it feels like you've been working for like a year and a half,
But
and
you
you're
don't know when
in the
that's
zone.
going to be released. Sometimes, filmmakers will, the studios will sit on a movie for a long time.
That would suck.
And sometimes they don't. They're like, come on, let's hurry up. Another Hunger
Sometimes-
Games. Let's go. Hunger Games. Come on, crank out another one.
They've got a
Let's go,
so-so-
Twilight.
Yeah, but they'll have a so-so movie with an actor that not a lot of people have known about, and it's sitting
What's
in
his
the
name?
vaults.
Thor. What's that guy's? Chris
Hemsworth.
Yeah.
But
he did
then
Thor, but then Red Dawn came out like 3 or 4 years later.
Right. Same with
filmed
Cabin
it.
in the Woods.
Yeah, remember those two? Because
They came back like they were sitting on the shelf.
for some reason they wouldn't release them. I forget they were
Yeah.
fighting with somebody going through a sale, and by the time he made it big, they released those. Which,
Yeah, they're going to capitalize on his newfound fame. A
That's
lot of
what
times
happened
when
with,
they cast them, they're not famous, and then all of a sudden they'll have another movie that comes out, and it catapults them to superstardom. And then they're like, hey, wait a second, we got this film sitting in the vaults right now that starred so-and-so.
Or didn't that happen with Man in the Iron Mask after Leonardo DiCaprio was in Titanic? Man in the Iron Mask. They
I remember that.
they piggybacked that right away to capitalize on his fame. But everyone's like, this movie's not
movie
so
sucked.
good. Man in the Iron Mask.
I never saw that one.
Stinker bomb. I didn't see it either because I couldn't
didn't
get
see
into
it?
the storyline. I was like, all right.
So he was like imprisoned by having a mask bolted around his head.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody watch that and get disappointed because he's not Jack Dawson?
It was like in the late 90s, so I can't remember.
Right. The other story like that, if you watch the movies that made us, when Elf was coming around with Will Ferrell, Old School had been released, and the studios, all these suits, like, well, this guy's, I mean, he's from what? From SNL? Is he going to carry a movie? He's not funny. He's funny enough to carry this movie. They're making the movie anyway. They didn't shelve it. They didn't shelve Elf. They were making it anyway, but they were taking a gamble on Will Ferrell. By the time it came out, Old School had made him a superstar with Frank the Tank.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, yes, it's Will Ferrell. Nice.
Although I'd be
It was
nervous.
just
I'd be like,
by luck.
we got a guy that's an alcoholic that blacks out in streaks, and now he's going to be Elf.
And now he's in a children's
Lovable children's
movie.
character.
But they were sweating at first.
It's true. Okay, so we have a chance for you to score this really fantastic package we put together for the summer of 2020 live, bringing you all kinds of experiences. And because it's Pride Month, we've packaged this whole experience together for you. You get 4 passes to the Pride Houston Festival. On top of that, you're going to go see Kesha at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion, you and a guest. And you also score a pair of tickets to RuPaul's Drag Race. It's the Work the World Tour 2025. If you're caller 10 at 833-390-KRBE, you're going to get hooked up with that whole prize pack and more to come all throughout the summer. An unrelated celebrity thing, but it is a national story, is that we have a winner. They have announced on the Do Us a Flavor finalist contest for Lay's.
Oh, yeah, Lay's is always
Do you know
doing
anybody
something.
who's ever submitted a category for that? Like something you love to eat? They'll take any suggestions because the test kitchen's in Dallas. And they put all the flavors together. Like they did the tzatziki chips one time. We did for Try It Tuesday.
Yep.
And they've done like, hot chicken, Nashville hot chicken. That one was a winner. Biscuits and gravy. So they have like the winner gets $1 million. And then they have the 3 runner-ups. And they'll still sell those top 4 flavors.
That's cool.
Oh, cool.
But the winner that we know for sure, the woman who got $1 million, it was for bacon grilled cheese. I haven't eaten that since I was a kid, man.
Bacon grilled cheese
Yeah.
potato chips.
Her name is
bacon on
Paula
it.
George. She lives in Oklahoma. She submitted bacon and grilled cheese. And they made that flavor.
I've never tried bacon in the grilled cheese.
Oh my God, that's what I was raised
it's-
on.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You just, make the bacon real crispy, and then you put it in the
Oh, that
grilled
sounds-
cheese, and you make the grilled cheese. It's so dang good.
and you make the grilled cheese in the bacon grease.
Sounds awesome.
It's genius.
Or we used to do bacon grilled cheese with sliced tomato in it, and then some people don't like hot tomato, but it really went
I still
very
like
well
tomatoes.
together.
Oh, I do.
I'd have a heart attack if I ate that.
Nah.
If I put it in the grease.
Bacon,
Bacon
and
grease?
cheese.
I just did it on the flat grill at the restaurant, but I'm sure if I was doing it at home, I'd probably do it in the bacon grease pan.
But
Why
Ahmad, you're
not?
saying they take the bread after they got the bacon out of the pan and it's all greased up with the bacon grease.
Yeah.
Then they fry the bread in the bacon grease.
Yeah, I'm on my way to heart disease.
Yeah, so you better be careful, buddy.
Wasn't that the famous Elvis sandwich? That was the bacon peanut
No,
butter
that was
banana.
peanut butter and bananas with
There's no bacon in that
There
one.
was no bacon in that?
It was peanut butter,
That was
fried
just
peanut butter and banana.
So it was just butter in the pan then,
Yeah.
not bacon. But anyway, I guess we could try it. But I kind of feel like the bacon
I
grilled
want to try
cheese.
this bacon grilled cheese sandwich sometime. Let's get a George Foreman grill out.
Take
try
you to the
it.
restaurant tomorrow, or today, if you want to, and go do that.
Yeah.
A little unknown secret. My family's restaurant is a seafood and steak restaurant, but the secret is that amazing grilled cheese on the
I love
kids'
it.
menu.
When I was stranded there during
If you know, you know. If you've never ordered that, you're like, oh my
I got
God.
stranded at Westheimer once during one of the rainstorms, and I saw Christie's. I pulled in there, and I had to stay there for like 3 hours, so I just had lots of grilled cheese sandwiches.
My
They're
sister
so
just
good.
kept bringing him food.
Food. I just
How
got
many bourbons?
No, I had a beer.
Yeah, the grilled
Had to
cheese.
wait 3 hours. So I'm like, all right, I'll have one.
I want to also remind you guys that at 8:20 this morning, if you're not going to be around to listen to it live, listen to it on podcast. We have the people from the Titanic exhibition in Dallas coming in. It is a pretty fantastic exhibit, and they're going to tell us all about it. It travels the world. It has been to Australia. It has been to Moscow. It has been different cities in America. So at 8:20, we'll have the people who are behind the exhibit.
Mark, he was one of the last crew members for the Titanic artifact recovery mission.
Oh, that's so
the
cool.
last one where they
So he
recovered
was
a bunch of
down
stuff.
there.
Yeah, he was down there recovering stuff.
Oh,
Mark
wow.
Lach. Did I say his last name? Lach.
Yeah,
L-A-C-H.
Ooh, I
Should
can't wait to hear that.
Should be here any minute now.
So
But 8:20, we'll put 'em on.
you're going to make sure you hear that on podcast if you can't hear it live.
Hey, yo. It's time for What's Going Down, in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Free ice cream. Who wants free ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
It's summertime. Let's go.
So Kroger is celebrating the launch of their limited edition Summer in a Pint ice cream collection. They're going to give away, listen to this, 92,000 free pints of ice cream. Customers can get their free pint. All you got to do is go to freekrogericecream.com, and that's starting Friday, June 20th.
Cool.
So Friday, June 20th at 10 a.m., go online, get your digital coupon, whatever you want to call it, and you can go into Kroger and get your free ice cream. And that's all the way through July 4th.
I'll do that one.
That'd be pretty cool. Now I'm ready for some cookies.
I know. We're going to do Try It Tuesday coming up next with Michael's Cookie Jar. This is a great story of somebody who started out small and ended up big. If you know about the hot chocolate chip cookies after school. He will explain that to us. It's Pride Month. He's got some special Pride cookies. It's just a local spotlight on a mom and pop shop.
Let's try some of it.
All right.
That's how it is.
We already had some
loves it.
Selena Gomez Oreo cookies. We started at the 6 o'clock hour. Now we're going to go with these cookies.
We're going to crash by 9, guys.
I know. We're going to be in a sugar coma.
So tell me about the
We're going to fall asleep hearing about the
That's not you, man,
Titanic.
I swear.
It's all the sugar we just had. All right. We'll try some cookies next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.